Hey, superstars. Hey, this is Wesley Virgin here. It's approximately 1:02 a.m. in the morning here. I apologize, I'm a little bit late here. I've been working all night, all day here. But welcome to another Millionaire Midnight rant. And tonight we're going to do a Q&A, give you the opportunity to ask me questions here. And let me pause for a second. Shout out to all the new Genie Script members here. Welcome to the family here. Welcome to the family where we learn how to manifest our dreams, where I teach you, Wesley, $1 billion Virgin, I'm your mentor, obviously. And I teach you how to turn your thoughts into reality here, okay? So welcome. Let's go. Let's get it. Welcome to the rant, ladies and gentlemen here. Did you think I was going to make it? Of course I am. All right. I pride myself with being very consistent with these rants. Of course, the rants very soon will be over 4 million viewers at one time here. But at this point, I have to be very grateful and appreciate the consistency. And I'm proud of myself because I haven't missed a beat here. Okay? So shout out to the Genie Script new members. How many of you are brand new Genie Script members here? Hey guys, what's going on? Hey Daquan. Lana Barr, how are you guys? You guys are up late tonight. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you working? Or are you playing around? You drinking? Who over there smoking? Stop it. Okay? Eliminate all those addictions here. Working. Should be working. That's what I'm doing. Okay? So, let's get into some questions here. And you know what? How about we go live with a few people here tonight? Who wants to go live with me? And if you want to go live with me, all you need to do is ensure your camera is on. I need to be able to see you and have a question for me. And of course, ladies first. Okay? Princess Diana is in the house. Into his house. Hey, beginning for the best. Welcome to the family. Okay. Wesley, do you have any millionaire program for us young men? The Genie Script is for all people, all ages. Questions for me. Talk to me. All right, young ladies, who wants to go live with me here? And ladies, listen, I get it. You might say, I don't have makeup on my face. Hey, you're beautiful as you are. I don't like my hair. Your hair is fine. I have a bun on my head. Take the bun off, okay? When will you ever have another opportunity to have a conversation with a multimillionaire, folks? So, ladies, don't allow the hair on the makeup stop you from having a conversation with me. You may learn something here. Hey, Melody, how are you? Okay. Do you have any addictions? No. Absolutely not. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't use drugs. At all. I'm addicted to success. I like that stuff. Success. I love it. I love money too. No, you can't hide your camera. And you can't be like Wesley. I knew somebody was going to ask that question. No. I need to be able to see you. You're not going to see me. It's my life, my rules. So relax. And I'm here to help you, right? What's important? Why do you need to see me? I'm here to give you advice. I'm here to help you so you can win financially here. How many of you want to be rich? How many of you honestly, really, from the top of your heart, want to be rich? I mean, listen, well, if you want to be rich, you got to be coachable. You got to be open, okay? You got to learn how to be obedient here. I know you don't like that word obedient, but you need to. It's okay, Tamar Parks. How do we create content for the Genius Group? Create content? What do you mean? Let me see here. What's next? Questions here. All right, let's go live with Tema. All right, let's go live. Waiting on you, Miss Parks. Whitney.
Oops. Hold on.
Hello there, Miss Parks. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very, very well. Where are you calling from?
You said, oh, I'm calling from Richmond, Kentucky.
Richmond, Kentucky. Okay. But tell me, how
hmm
can I help? Talk to me.
Um, well, I remember hearing one of your lives before, and that you said that you started with ClickBank.
Yes, ma'am.
So exactly what did you do when you began your journey to making money on the internet?
So on ClickBank, you know what ClickBank is, correct?
hmm
So basically, I created a product by the name of fatdiminisher.com. And what I did was, to give you the secret sauce, I just modeled another product that was doing well. So I bought the product. I studied the product. I studied the marketing for like a month or two. And I created my own product. And it was called fatdiminisher.com. And it took me about 45 days to write the copy, to get it videotized. And when I launched it, it did very well with affiliates. And I spent 2 years building relationships with affiliates. And this is the reason why I had so many people promoted, because I knew the right people, I just didn't have the right offer. So once I had the right offer, everything just kind of worked together. And that year we did about $20 million with that product. And it was just an ebook. Make
So
sense?
you were basically just marketing that product.
Yeah, yeah, just marketing. I mean, exactly what I do now, right? I just so digital, what it means is informational products. So instead of having a physical book, digital is just like an ebook, right? So we
Where
sold an
people can just
ebook. I'm sorry.
where people can just download it.
Exactly. Exactly. And we have upsells as well, right? They buy that and then we offer them something else. But the great thing about it is a funnel, which is automated. So once it start working, I mean, it's a lot of money, and it doesn't stop. It just keeps going forever, as long as there are people. So I'm a product creator. I create products online, and I sell them on affiliate marketplace platforms like ClickBank, Digistore, you know, Shopify, all those different platforms. Were you trying to get into digital marketing?
Yes.
Okay. So how's it going?
Well, I mean, I've been studying it, but I actually have not bought any of the products that teach how to do that stuff yet.
Okay. So what are you waiting for?
Um, well, I actually have some ideas for inventions.
Okay. Okay.
So I was putting my energy into that stuff first.
Okay. So what can you discuss the invention or you can't share it?
No, I can't share those.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because
Well, I mean,
I already had a great invention and yeah, no, I can't share that.
oh, okay, okay. Well, I mean, is it going well? How far along are you in the process?
Yeah, it's going. It's getting there.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, well, focus on that then. Focus on your invention. If that pans out, then you know you're good.
Inventions.
Oh, if it's in, oh, more than one. Okay. Yeah. For sure. So if that pans out, then you're good to go. But if it doesn't, you always have internet marketing. I do suggest that people start to understand internet marketing because it's just the future. It's just what it is. It's not even the future anymore. It's like the present. This is where the world is. It's like everything is on the internet here. So if
You are definitely right about that. I definitely need to get into that as well.
say it again.
I said, you're right. I definitely do need to get into that, into the digital marketing.
Yeah, of course. I mean, because that's the generation that we're serving. Like we're serving the Gen Zs. You know what I mean? Like my children, like they're 19, 18, 17 years old. So in like 5, 10 years, they're going to be the people that can be buying the products online. So and they use the internet for everything. So it's no more baby boomers, and eventually, like my generation, your generation, going to be phasing out. So we're going to be serving that category. So it's just you got to prepare now to, in my opinion, just to have some type of online presence. And it's easier too. I mean, it's just cost effective than trying to build a business and a conventional business and spend a ton of money. But great luck on your inventions.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. All right. Well, much love.
Much love to you too.
All right. See
Peace.
you later. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, folks. My advice is just stay focused. Like, see, focusing on inventions, focus on that. But you got to choose one thing. But I do suggest, listen, and it's just me talking to you because I love you and I want all of you to win financially because you always ask me what's the fastest way to make money. And it's online. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not saying it's easy, but it is the fastest way to do it once you figure it out. It's a ton of money. It's a lot. And it's not as much. I think it's more work and more capital that you have to invest and more work you have to do when you try to start a conventional company. But listen, I mean, everybody's on the internet, man. Internet, everybody goes to the internet for everything. When you want to learn something, know something, that's where they go. So you need to understand the psychology of marketing. I would say, definitely study and learn and understand the psychology of marketing online. Like learning how to market a product online or learning how to promote a product online, but it's all marketing at the end of the day. Learning how to be a copywriter, learning how to create, not really create websites, but learning how to understand the copy, like the words that are on website that convince people to buy stuff. That's a skill. You need to learn it. Okay, learn it fast here. The great thing about what I've done over the years, I've been in internet marketing for 10 years. Like I'm set for life, like honestly. Like what I've created right now, I will make no less if I did nothing. Just say if I did nothing and say, you know what? I just want to get married, have some babies, marry my beautiful woman, and just travel the world for the rest of my life. I will make no less than $500,000 a month. And that's net. $500,000 a month. If I did nothing, I will make a five. Now, obviously, I make more than that because I actually work. But if I did nothing, I'll make $500,000 for the rest of my life, and my kids just too. Of course, when I die, my children can have the business and do whatever they want to do with it. So, what I'm saying is, even if you have to spend 5 to 10 years to learn that skill, it's worth it because you can just do what you want to do in life. I mean, the great thing about what I do. It's nomadic. I can just travel. I can just do whatever I want to do because I typically just work from my iPhone. Like I can just fly where I want to fly, go where I want to go, buy a house here. But I mean, I can just do whatever, right? Because everything is just kind of from the phone now. But you got to put in the work. Don't get it twisted. You got to put in the work. But I think it's worth it. It's very different from a conventional business, like a store or some type of brick and mortar. You always got to be there. You got to, things changes. But the internet is dwarfing conventional businesses now. It's just people like think about Uber Eats. I mean, think about Ubering taxis. Taxis, what's a taxi anymore, right? It's Uber now. Airbnb, you know, hotel that disrupted the hotel industry. What I'm telling you is in the next 10 years, this is my forecast. And there are going to be so many industries that are going to be disrupted. So many. I don't know them all, but it's going to be a ton. Like real estate industry is going to be disrupted. Industries that you don't even think about it, they're going to be disrupted by the internet, artificial intelligence. It's going to be very disrupted. So I would say find a way to learn how to market products online. Go to YouTube. You don't have to buy my course if you don't want to buy my course. You don't have to buy my course at all. But if you want to buy my course, you can, but you don't have to buy the course. I would say go to YouTube, be self-taught, type in affiliate marketing, how to market products online, and start to study, learn. Okay. And if you don't do that, I'm telling you, you're going to suffer for the rest of your life because you're either going to be left behind, right? You're going to get left behind. And right now, people, unfortunately, are experiencing an economical crisis. Not me, but a lot of industries right now, real estate, transportation, like so many industries right now that are suffering financially. It's because the job that they thought was secure is phasing out and things are changing, and they're changing so quickly here. So you either need to jump on the bus now or you're going to be left behind. And who wants to struggle in their 30s, 40s, and 50s? Nah, you don't want to do that, right? So get smart. Get online. Figure it out. Okay? Figure it out. What's next here? Can I go? Where did we find your course? I mean, we have so many different courses, honestly. I don't know. It depends on what course and what you're trying to do, honestly. But I always say, listen, before you buy my course, I get it. I know some of you want to buy my course. It's expensive, I'm going to be honest with you. But I would say go at it alone first. Try it yourself. Like, give yourself an opportunity. Everything that I know, honestly, I'm self-taught. I didn't buy many courses in the beginning. I did jump into some masterminds and things of that sort. But how about a few courses? But honestly, the YouTube has the education. I mean, YouTube is there for a reason. It could teach you anything about internet marketing. Everything you need to know is right on the internet for free. Okay. What's next here? Hey, Amanda, how are you? But I'm telling you, all of you need some type of internet presence. Like if you type in Wesley Virgin right now, I'm everywhere. I'm all on the internet. Good and bad. But it doesn't matter. At least I'm there. Okay, that's what people do. They research you. And, hopefully have more good than bad. But the great thing about the internet, everything that's on the internet about you is in ink. It's there forever, right? And the longer it's out there, it gets deeper and deeper into the search engines. So it's like it builds credibility for you. Kind of makes it easy to do a lot of things. That's why I can charge so much money for my mentorship. I charge $75,000 per 30 minutes to have a conversation with me. Well, I can do that because of my blueprint that's on the internet right now. Okay. What's next here? All right, Jordan, let's go live here. Hey, Jordan, how are you, man?
Hey, Wesley. How are you doing?
Very well. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Long Island, New York.
New York City.
Let's
Nice.
go.
Talk
Yeah.
to me, man.
So, I have been trading for 2 years, and I have been repeating like the same. I'm the type of person who I keep repeating the same mistakes, and I don't know if you need more details on what those mistakes are, but what do you do to break that?
Well, I mean, so the question is, why are you repeating the same mistakes? Are you doing it intentionally?
The intention is just to get rich.
No,
Now.
no, but what I'm asking is, are you intentionally repeating the same mistake? Like you're doing it on purpose?
No. It's I just want to be successful now. I don't want to keep repeating the same mistake. And when I'm there, I'm focused on being successful now, and I'm not focused on the steps that I took to get into those mistakes. I'm not focused on avoiding those mistakes in any such way. I'm just going back at it like a beginner.
Like a beginner, but yet you
Yes.
keep repeating. So how do you know you're repeating the same mistake?
Well, without journaling, I think I've failed enough times. I've spent enough money and failed enough times to see that I just keep repeating. I can look at my bank account and see that I'm repeating the same mistakes. It's
I
not
see.
logged
Okay.
in my journal, but it's logged in my bank account.
So I see what's going on. You're calling a mistake because you're not getting the result. Well, let me share something with you. That's not a mistake, my man. It's like if Steph Curry shoots the ball and he misses it a few times or he misses it a few days, does that mean he's not a good shooter?
No.
What I'm saying is, so what you're doing right now, you're in the process of learning. And unfortunately, you can't measure, well, how long do I need to fail before I make it? And you feel that, well, I failed enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's been enough time invested, but you don't make that decision. That's not up to you, right? That's not how it works. Unfortunately, you have to continue, and this is what no one wants to do, but this is the only way for you to perfect the skill in what you're doing with trading. If you have to be willing to go through the trial and error over and over again, it may take years before you get the result, because the time it's going to take for you to actually figure this thing out, it's just unknown. You don't
Mm-hmm.
know. No one knows. And despite how much money you spent, how much time you spent, you still don't know. And what's happening, you're sabotaging yourself because you're saying, well, I'm repeating the same mistake. So if you're labeling what you're currently doing as a mistake, you're going to continue to think what you're doing a mistake. So you will never find a solution. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't label what you're doing as a mistake. I would label what you're doing as you're learning,
Right.
man. How long have you been doing Forex?
2 years.
Yeah, I mean, you're
Yeah.
still a baby, man. You're still a
Baby.
newbie in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. I have a young lady, she's my assistant, and she's in Forex as well. And, you know, she wants to figure it out immediately, just like everybody. And I say, well, it might take some time. She's like, no, I need to get it this year, Wes. I'm like, okay. I mean, I hope she does,
Of
but
course.
I mean,
Of
it's
course.
probably highly unlikely. Well, people just don't realize. Like, it took me like 8 years to really understand internet marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it took
I'm only 24 years old as well.
Yeah, exactly. You're young, you know. So it took me it took 8 years. And 8 years is pretty good because, you know, it just takes time, because you're not just building a skill. You have to be a master. Like Forex, bro, you got to be a master. So you have to understand, you don't want to be kind of good or just okay. If you want to make the type of money that you see other people making Forex, you got to be a master of this. So you got to think deeply about that.
Mm-hmm.
What does it take to be a master? Think about a LeBron James. Think about a Tiger Woods. Think about these men who invested their life. Think about a Money Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, the reason why he's so good, like Money Mayweather, because this man chose to box instead of learning how to read. So you have to think about this man's mentality. He said, fuck reading, I'm just going to box, right? So that's why he's the best, because he did it every day, all day. And he did it for years, decades, right? So
Right.
you've been 2 years in, man. I mean, and too new. Right now, you got to appreciate where you are right now. You got to be grateful. But
Mm-hmm.
if you want to speed up the process, you have to begin to meditate. Do you meditate?
I rarely. I have the skill of I really learned how deeply.
Okay,
but
you don't
I don't
meditate.
have
I can
it.
tell you don't
Right.
meditate.
I
So
don't know. It's not a
that's
habit.
what you're lacking right now, because let me tell you what meditation is and why it's so important. Meditation itself means to get familiar with the mind. What that means is you got to be familiar with the thoughts that are taking place in your mind that you're unconscious about. Consciously, you want to make money with Forex. Unconsciously, you think you're making mistakes and you're afraid that you're going to repeat the same mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And these are unconscious thoughts. You're just not consciously aware of what's happening below the threshold of consciousness. But when you meditate, it allows you to be introduced to all these thoughts. Because when you close your eyes and you start taking a deep breath, and then all these thoughts start to come up, you start thinking about everything, your fears, your pains, things you don't like, things that are not working in your life, everything happens. But you have to deal with those thoughts because you need to be able to replace those with new pictures of what you want. Your brain itself works in pictures unconsciously, which means is when you meditate, if you begin to visualize your trades happening successfully over and over again, you will eventually have more successful trades. That's just how it works. Because let me tell you something, when you trade right now, however you're trading is from some vision or some picture that's in your mind on how that day or how that trade is going to go. Unconsciously, though. But if you want to be able to reprogram the unconscious mind, you have to give it a new picture of success. Because unfortunately, you've told yourself so many times, I'm making mistakes. I keep repeating mistakes. So think about how many times you've said that and how many times you've thought that. So now that's hardwired in your unconscious mind. So it doesn't matter how much you're trying to trade, you just keep failing. Right? You just keep making mistakes.
It's gonna create that action because there's that neural pathway, right? I've dug it in.
You're programming yourself just to continue to make mistakes unknowingly. Right. Yeah, it's all, it happens to everybody. But when you begin to meditate and you say, you know what, I'm not making mistakes, everything is working out perfectly, and you got to see the trade happen perfectly. You need to know how much money you want to make per day, and you have to see that amount of money. You see you trading and see the money coming in. Do that for 30 days. When I made my first $1 million, I meditated 3 times a day, in the morning, afternoon, and evening. And I would meditate. I would visualize exactly what I wanted from the business. And I meditated on the same thing every time, 3 days, three times a day. And it happened. It happened exactly how I expected it. And the great thing about it, I didn't even know how it was going to happen. I didn't know. All of a sudden, a new product just hit my mind when it just got clear. It's almost like something came out of the universe and just gave me the right idea, the right people, the right everything, and it was in a flow. And that's what happens when you start to visualize the success in advance in the mind. Remember, I don't know if this is your first time on the rant here, but remember, I talk about the inner world. The inner world is the thoughts that are taking place in your mind. The outer world is everything outside of you, which is the physical world, right? But your physical world can only exist based off what's happening in the mind. So everything that you have in your life is inside of the mind. And some people are like, man, I don't know why this is happening to me. It's because you're not aware of your unconscious thoughts. That's the problem. You don't aware.
You're quite literally making it happen.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the unconscious mind. The unconscious mind handles the automatic nervous system as well. It's the reason why your heart is beating right now. You're not aware of that. You're not aware blood is flowing through your body right now.
Right. My mentor, I have a mentor. His name's Gene. He says it's not the way that it's not the market's going to do what it always does. It's the way you interface. So don't be having a shitty day and pull up and think you're going to be, the Godfather and start banging everything up, or it's because the way you interface with everything, this is what's controlling the outcome.
Yeah. Like your attitude. It's all about the inner world, man. Like in anything you do, especially with trading, it's all about your inner world. Like, what is your attitude when you have a failed trade? What is your attitude when it doesn't go the way that you want? How do you frame that? Because that's going to affect the next trade.
Right.
Make sense?
Right.
Always.
Absolutely.
So what I want you to begin to do, I don't know if you have the Genie Script course yet, but I want you to begin to meditate. When you meditate, you close your eyes, you sit down, you take 5 deep breaths, and you just begin to see the trade happen perfectly. You got to see it. You see yourself making the trade. You see yourself winning. You see yourself celebrating. You see yourself excited, like, yes, it worked. Man, I knew it was going to work. And you continue to do this over and over again. And I promise you, within this month, if you do this, my man, you're going to come back on my live. You're going to say, Wesley, it worked. I'm making 1,000 a day right now.
Right on, brother.
Make it
Thank
happen,
you so
bro.
much.
All
Thanks
right.
so much.
Later,
Have a
man.
great night.
Yes, sir. Yeah, folks, you got to understand that. Listen, this is what I teach here. And, you know, this is not taught in school. And a lot of you out there working your asses off. I mean, I appreciate your hard work, but hard work is not enough to be successful financially. If that was the truth, then people digging ditches would be rich, right? People that's on their feet all day, waiters and waitresses, they'll be rich. They're working hard, right? But it's not about just hard work. You have to understand the complexities of the mind. Your mind is what you need to intervene. You have to understand how you're processing your thoughts, what type of images you're making in your mind. What are you saying out of your mouth? That young man, he's debilitating his success because he's calling learning mistakes. He's thinking because he's not getting his result, he's making mistakes. Well, I keep making the same mistake because I'm not getting my result. No. Like, he'll never be successful with that mentality. And unfortunately, most people don't even understand this. And this is why most people are not successful, because they call the learning process mistakes. I just keep making mistakes. I keep making mistakes. And you will forever make mistakes only because that's how you're labeling the experience here. Does that make sense? Are you getting value, folks? I want you to really get this. Okay. What's next here? Who wants to go live as well? What about the lottery and health? What about lottery? You know, I don't play the lottery. It's BS. Do you have a mentorship program, King? You know, right now I'm not currently mentoring anybody. Well, I do have a few clients, but they're private people, and they pay me a ton of money, but not currently, not right now. Okay, I'm just too busy, honestly. What's next here? Questions for me? Talk to me. You're very welcome. Let me see. Can we get a young lady here? See if we can get a young lady to go live here. What about health? What about health? Kevin? What about health? Questions for me. Talk to me. What's next here? Shahida. How to get great health. Well, what does great health means to you, Kevin? Hey, Louisa, how are you? Questions here. Talk to me. What are your who wants to go live here? Do I have a young lady that would like to go live here? Hey, Sydney Rogers, how are you? Yeah, Jordan, you may want to reach out to Aaron, man. He trades Forex as well. He does pretty well. So you may want to reach out to him so he can help you. What does your market research look like as it relates to what? Questions for me. Talk to me. Okay. Folks, I'm here for you. Honestly, I'm here to service you. You know, I'm just a young, self-made black millionaire here, businessman. I don't play basketball. I can't even play basketball, honestly. I'm terrible. Football, I don't play football. I don't box. I don't play any sports at all. I'm not a rapper. No gold teeth in my mouth. But I'm extremely wealthy. Can you pinpoint a specific moment or experience that significantly shifted your mindset? I guess when I went to jail for a couple of days. Yeah. I was in jail in Harris County Jail here in Houston, Texas, and I was like, enough is enough, man. I think that was the first time I broke down. Thank God I was by myself in the holding cell. I don't want to get beat up for having an emotional moment in jail. But that was a turning point in my life mentally, honestly. And this is before I was reading all the books. But I was like, never again, man. This is not going to be my life. Hey, Amit Patel, how are you, sir? Zumba. Hmm. If you can go back to your early 30s, what are you talking about? I'm in my 20s, bro. What advice would you give yourself? Who said? Whoa. Who said early 30s? I'm 25. Early 30s. If I can go back, um, you know, at the age of 30, you need to know what you want to do. You know, you spend your 20s kind of test driving and testing things out. I mean, if you're lucky, you know, hopefully you can just focus on what you need to do in your 20s. But in your 20s, this is when you just try different things to find out what resonates with you. At your 30, you need to know what you want to do. That means you need to focus on one thing for the next 8 to 10 years. Then by the age of 40, you should earn your first million. What can you tell a young man that has an anger problem and emotion issues, but really doing well and has come so far, but still working on himself? Keep working on yourself, Scott. That's what the advice I would give you. Keep working on yourself. I'm proud of you. Right? Understand this. This is a marathon. It's not a race. It takes time. Right? Don't be in a hurry for anything. Just be patient. Take your time. Take measurable steps to make improvement. Make your bed in the morning. Clean your house. Wash your car. Compliment people. Make sure you dress well. Look well. Take care of yourself physically. Right? Work out. Go to the gym. Do those basic things. Because if you feel better, you'll do better. Okay? Bro, share the secrets. Which secrets are you referring to, sir? I'm looking at the comments here for you. Okay. Questions. Fifi Boo, how are you? Andre, who wants to go live? Do I have a young lady here that would like to go live? How many books do you read per year that give you ideas to expand profit? You know, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 books. Not sure. Do you have any ideas on any online business in Caribbean? I do not. Uh, yeah, Elena, reach out to support. We don't think of it now, okay? We moved from Teachable. So just email me at support@geniescriptsupport.com. Leave your information, and then we'll get you hooked up. Yeah. Next question for me. You're very welcome. Luz Lasoyas. Questions? Talk to me. Talk to me. Lady Vanessa. Any more questions for me here? Okay. Any more questions here? So, ladies and gentlemen, did you get value? Did you get value here tonight? Come with the word value if you got value here. Okay. Just want to leave you with some encouraging words here. Listen, just don't give up. And don't be so hard on yourself. Jesus Christ. And practice this. If you don't have anything nice to say about yourself or your experience as it relates to you trying to make money, just don't say anything at all. Right? Instead of telling yourself, oh, it's not working, I'm making too many mistakes, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, just don't say anything. If you can't say anything positive, just be quiet. Shh, shh, right? And continue to work, but be quiet, because many of you, because of your words, you're defeating your chances of any type of success. So in the beginning, just be quiet and work. How do you plan your day when you launch the first product? How did I plan my day? What do you mean? How do you define success? Honestly, now, because I'm rich, just waking up happy, waking up, you know, talking to my children, having the opportunity to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Just having options, honestly. Being able just to have options, which means I can do what I want to do. What steps do you recommend a lady who has retired to be financially stable? Affiliate marketing. I know many women that's 50, 60 years old that do affiliate marketing, do it very well. I had one lady that was promoting my product a couple of years back, and she was making 50 grand a month. She was very smart too. She had like 5 degrees, like 60 years old. Which means you can do it too. You just got to be willing to learn. How do you deal with the ego? Honestly, I don't. I like my ego. I have no problem. Now, if you were broke, I would say you need to diminish your ego. You need to learn. And I'm going to learn it too, but I have a ton of knowledge. I don't have all the knowledge, but I have a lot of knowledge about what I do. Let me see here. Hey, Wesley, tell me about surrender process. Surrender to the process? Well, to surrender means to forget everything that you believe about whatever you're trying to do, and let your coach or let the system work itself, and just work it. Instead of being in disbelief and being skeptical, just surrender. Just say, you know what? I know nothing. Teach me, and I'll do whatever you tell me to do. I love people like that. I love people who just totally surrender to me. Those are the people I can make very wealthy. Just capitulate. I'm Daddy West. I'm King West, folks. Like, I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a long time. Like, I know the stuff. It's easy for me. Just capitulate. Just surrender. Surrender means even when you want to say something or give your 2 cents, don't. Just shut your mouth and listen, and just execute on what I give you, because I'm your coach. Does that make sense? You can't, if anybody played for a team in high school or middle school or whatever, you can't tell the coach what you think you should do. Oh, coach, let's do this. No, you're not the coach. You're the player. Okay? Okay, gorgeous. Make it happen, sweetheart. What strategies do you use to stay motivated and maintain a positive mindset? I listen to affirmations every day. I listen to personal development every single morning. I've been doing it for 10 plus years. I don't miss a morning. I meditate every day. I set myself and I prime myself for success, for happiness, for a great attitude. Okay. Honestly, it'll be my dream for you guys to surrender to me, because if you surrender to me, that means that you're willing to listen to me. And if you're willing to listen to me, that means you're willing to take action on the information that I'm providing to you. But some of you're not ready to surrender to me. You're not ready just to be in total disbelief and let me fill you up with this information. Wes, how many times should I read Think and Grow Rich as many times that it takes. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I want everybody to come up. Can I get everyone that wants to surrender to me to comment the words "I surrender"? Just do it. Jesus. And you don't have to be weird about it. The surrender process is the process that helps you become the person that you need to be. Ariella, she's the VP for my company. She met me on Instagram. She surrendered to me. Now she makes $400,000 a month. Almost so many people on my team that are making money because they surrendered. Okay, you got to surrender. If you don't surrender to me, you got to surrender to some mentor, some coach, somebody, because you don't know what you don't know. That's what you don't realize. You don't know what you don't know. And you think you know it. And if you would just do what you think you don't know, you'll be successful. Make sense? But it's just things you just don't know. You need a model. Okay? I surrender to Jesus. Okay, well, have Jesus pay your bills then. Good job. I surrender. Thank you for everybody chose to surrender. All that means that you're willing to be coachable, you're willing to be teachable, you're willing to follow my instructions, and I appreciate that. All right, folks. Hey, I love you so much. I appreciate you. I'll see you soon. We'll talk soon. Much love. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. Hey, thank you for the likes and shares as well. Thank you for liking and sharing. And I'll see you in the morning. Sunday Mindset Message. Make sure you turn on your notifications because it's going to be a great one. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. And let's go.